Mr. Chairman, dignitaries in the dais, and ladies and gentlemen, a very good evening to all of you. As all of us know, the recent developments in the banking technology have changed the system from brick and mortar branches to a system having many channels like ATM, credit and debit cards, net banking, online money transfer, etc. But the access to this technology has been restricted to certain segments of the society only. As earlier told by the earlier speakers, of the 89 million farmer households in the country, 51% are excluded from this access to the credit. Only 27% have access to credit from the formal sources, and one-third of them are also availing credit from the informal sources. As far as taking the banking to the poor, Government of India as well as RBI has taken many initiatives over the years, like nationalization of the banks, lead bank scheme, and formation of regional rural banks, and formation of NABARD itself. But even then, there is much remain to achieve as far as the inclusion is concerned. And in this direction, in the year 1982, our Chairman Sir has already told, NABARD has started self-help bank linkage program on a pilot basis, which has become the largest microfinance program in this world. After that, we have also introduced Kisan Credit Card scheme to provide adequate, timely and hassle-free credit to the farmers. Considering the exclusion and all, RBI has advocated usage of ICT-based solutions as the catalyst for achieving the financial inclusion, and usage of intermediaries like banking correspondents and banking facilitators as a strategy for achieving the financial inclusion. Further, RBI has also told the banks to strive to have a BC touch point in all the 6 lakh villages, more than 6 lakh villages in the country. And in 2008, Rangarajan Committee has submitted its report, and the Government of India, after accepting its recommendations, has told banks to have a financial inclusion plan to include all those who have been excluded. Why technology is necessary? Why ICT? What is the use of ICT? Because earlier speaker was telling, opening of branches, it becomes difficult for the banks because of the viability, unless otherwise if they have a sufficient business in those rural areas. And also high transaction cost to the banks to reach the huge number of small borrowers, and also for the borrowers themselves, the high transaction cost is there when they have to visit the branches which are located in far-flung areas, and they have to travel a lot, and they have to lose their wages also to go to the branch and operate this account. In this respect, the ICT and the technology will come into existence to help and to reduce these things, as well as the banking can reach to the unreached. And there are some issues on the demand side also. They are illiteracy of the people and lack of sufficient and suitable products from the banking sector which they want to have. The product which they have for urban and semi-urban may not be suitable for the rural areas. Like that, there is some cumbersome procedure and lack of sufficient income. In this case, some literacy, financial literacy aspects have to be dealt with to use this technology to the ultimate benefit. As I have already told, as of today, the SHG Bank Linkage Program, which was started in 1992-93, as of today we have 79 lakh SHGs. The credit outstanding is 36,240 crores. And we have also formed 1 lakh farmers clubs as on 31st March 2012, and 1,94,000 joint liability groups have been financed by banks. And now we are monitoring the financial inclusion plans of the RRBs to include all those excluded. As per a Rangarajan Committee report, 2 funds have been created to be managed by NABARD. They are Financial Inclusion Technology Fund and Financial Inclusion Fund. Financial Inclusion Fund is for the developmental promotional activities of financial inclusion, and Financial Inclusion Technology Fund is use of ICT for achieving the financial inclusion. Under FITF, NABARD has supported the core banking solutions of weak RRBs. We have identified around 28 weak RRBs, and we have supported for migrating to the core banking solution. Because in order to achieve the implement the ICT, CBS is a must and all. We have also supported RRBs for ICT-based smart cards using the BC model. And now from RRBs, we have gone towards the major players in the financial inclusion, that is cooperative banks. That both state cooperative banks as well as the central cooperative banks for making ICT-based solutions using the smart cards. And there are some issues in using the ICT-based solutions. Wherever it is there, we have observed from our studies that integration of the financial inclusion server of the bank, of the technology service provider, has to be with the CBS server of the bank. Otherwise, the transactions will not be happening on a real-time basis. Whatever transaction is happening at BC level have to be uploaded again in the CBS server. And there is poor internet connectivity in rural areas, especially in areas like northeastern areas. And technology adopted by many of the service providers is not interoperable. The beneficiary is not able to use from one place to another place because of the lack of interoperability. Then what are the initiatives NABARD has taken under FIF to give the financial literacy? That is, IIBF, Indian Institute of Banking and Finance, is conducting a certificate course for training the PCs and BFs. NABARD has financed that, and around 15,000 PCs have been trained. And we have also trained state level trainers, and who in turn have trained the district level trainers, and they will train the PCs and PCs at the ground level. And because of the innumerable languages, different cultures, different mechanisms, different socio-economic conditions, we have told our regional offices to prepare a state-specific financial literacy campaign, taking into in consultation with the banks operating in the state, so that the people can understand their language and all. And as for RBI's advice, banks are to open financial literacy centers. We are supporting cooperative banks and RRBs for establishment of financial literacy centers for giving financial literacy, financial planning, financial discipline, advantages of having bank accounts and dealing with the banks, so that people can come to the banks and ask for the opening of the accounts and avail the banking services. This is all what I have to say, and I thank the organizers for giving us this opportunity. Thank you.